Hi everyone, this is MANSOUR TAWAFI speaking, and this video today is to inform everyone about the recent developments that have been happening, especially with the Validus network and with some of the recoveries that we've been chasing, and at the same time also to speak about my decision to move on with a new company called Odescent and join my old partners as part of what we believe will be a good solution. So first of all, since my last Zoom call to the network of Validus, where quite a few of you have joined, the situation is very similar as what I explained last time. We are still in pursuit of the court cases to chase those recoveries. Unfortunately, it doesn't move as fast as I myself or any of you would wish it would. It is quite a slow process. There is a lot of delays. The fact that the people that we're dealing with are not being very supportive of this whole process, it only keeps delaying the matter further and further. Still, my absolute number one focus, biggest priority, is at the moment to focus on these recoveries, to speed them up as much as possible. And when it does come, our commitment is to settle the total balance of whatever we recover against the net zero balances in the most appropriate way. Now, the exact system for that hasn't been defined yet because it really depends on the timeline and on how much we actually manage to recover. But the moment we do, that will be settled against the net zero balances. And I will have a statement that's gonna go out very soon, either before or after this video, confirming this. Now, for the last year, we have had a lot of ups and downs, and we have tried different ways to solve things. I announced at the beginning of the year that I'm working on a project where we could potentially migrate the Validus network. That didn't work because the people behind that project were not the most honest people. Right in the beginning, they already broke a lot of promises, so I couldn't take that risk. After that, I spoke and engaged with two other companies to try and shift the Validus network for a lot of benefits in order to accelerate the time it takes to at least start with some form of solution. It doesn't mean that any project that we enter will be a solution, but at least it would help, because if the key people, right, myself and many of the leaders are on an income-making position from another project, that will automatically help many other people directly or indirectly. So that was the intention there, and with the other companies we had an intention of moving the structure, moving volumes, moving ranks, awarding people with different things, and this would further assist the whole process. But unfortunately, every company we speak to, they are on a different they're operating on a different wavelength, and the way we operated in Validus was something really special. So around 2 months ago, my partners from Validus, Bilal and Salman, they came to me and they started speaking about the product that they were working on even before we met. So before Validus, they already started working on some very good products, and they had a team that was developing these products for the last 3 years. We also tried to launch this in Validus. Some of you may remember, FinGenius was a product that towards the end of Validus, towards the end of 2023, we got to a stage where we wanted to, we actually gave it to some leaders to test, but it didn't run very successfully at the time. The technology wasn't yet fully ready. And even then, we wanted to launch the FinGenius packages. We made even the announcement on one of the global calls, I believe. We spoke about it in the Maldives retreat. We spoke about it in some of the events that we did, as well as in the office to many leaders. In January, we wanted to launch this, but of course, after the cease and desist order from the DFSA in mid-December, the company became, operationally inactive. So my partners, they came to me and they said that they want to start with this product now again, and they have created a whole system for it and they're ready to do something. Someone came and gave some funds purely for this project to start and for us to be able to fix this. It was very small funds, a small budget, but just enough to kickstart. And in the beginning, I was very hesitant. On my last Zoom call, I also shared with you guys that because I want to focus entirely on the recoveries of Validus, I don't want to touch anything else or focus on anything else. But after the last 10 days or so of discussions that we have had together, and the many things that I've seen, the attraction I've seen for many people to get started here, as well as the benefits that it can bring for our previous community and any new communities. We are in the final stages of me also taking a position, taking a role. Exactly what that is at the moment of filming this video is still undefined, but taking a role in some form of capacity in Odescent, and starting there to not only allow the people who are able to build to come and make good money once again, but also for that to be a way to alleviate some of the pressures of the entire network as well. So we are very hopeful that this will be a side solution. It is not the main thing. The biggest priority for myself, as I said, will be Validus, will be the recoveries, will be to focus on the court cases. Nothing comes above this. But this will be also something that we're going to be working on, and hopefully we'll be able to attract a large part of the community. Now, one thing I would like to say is that in Validus we made a lot of right decisions. The worst thing that we did in Validus, and the biggest mistake, was to actually hand over money to different parties, even with very solid contracts, even with all the guarantees that we could imagine, hoping that it would return to us with a profit. And this time around, we have made a very strict agreement that we will make no such mistake. Our own bot is active now, the bot that we are selling. It's a very, very good product. I really like it. On top of that, we have the bull run coming up. We have a lot of opportunities in the bull run. We have a lot of options for people to take advantage of, and we're not going to keep these to ourselves. We also want to share this with the network. So yes, at the moment, we're still in grave challenges. We're still, people owe us money. As of right now, on paper, we are owed over $140 million from different parties, for Validus. And that is something that we will not give up on. We will continuously strive for. And when it does reach us, this will be dealt with and settled against the net zero balances of all the accounts in Validus. And this is our token of appreciation. This is how we like to make sure that everyone is valued. But at the same time, what we have here in Odescent is, in a way, a second chance. I know that may sound repetitive since last July, but it's not the same thing at all. A second chance in the sense that when we started Validus, what we created, the culture, the energy, the incredible feeling that people around the world felt when they heard the name, when they got to those meetings, when they got to our events, when they came to our retreats, when they attended the office, when they came on those visits, the VCon. This was something phenomenal. This was something that most people only experienced for the first time in their life, even experienced network marketers, because we really set the standard at a different level. And I believe that we may have a chance to potentially do this once again, even better than before. Not with more hype, but with more maturity, with more reflection, with a greater sense of responsibility, and to allow every single person to truly benefit from the long-term vision that we had in Validus, that has become even more solidified once we will start Odescent. So I hope this message does its, serves its purpose. It's really there to clarify. You're hearing it from me directly. Once again, I would request you not to buy into any rumors or fabrications that are spreading around. Everything at every single step of the journey, if there's one thing that we have done, is be transparent and share exactly what is going on. And this is something that no other company can claim, because no other company actually dares to do that, because the reality is far from what they are willing to admit. With us, we have always decided to be here, to speak, to explain to you what's happening. And despite us not being able to provide all the evidences, in order to back that, we have communicated, consistently, and we will continue to do so. So let this message serve as a goodwill message, as a message that will allow you to understand that we also are people just like yourself, and we immensely appreciate all the trust, the love, the respect that we have received around the world. At the moment, we appreciate some other emotions that you may hold for us, and it's fully understandable. But when we make mistakes, they are just mistakes. We never intended to do anything wrong to anyone. We never intended to hurt or in any way damage anyone's personal life. If that has happened, we deeply regret that and do apologize. Our commitment has been from the beginning to stick to our word, to do everything we can to alleviate the current situation. But at the same time, right now, we believe it's time to once again start something that will allow us to take back some control and not just wait for other parties to make a decision in order for us to be able to do something, but to take matters in our own hands and allow us to once again serve the people that we appreciate and love so much around the world, to build new networks, to appreciate the existing networks, and to together allow people once again to see some hope and fulfill their dreams. So thank you very much, and I hope to see you very soon.